some flood issues. Residents of Kokojo, Jerusalem, Mandela, and New Apleku in the Gasal municipality of the Greater Accra region have vowed not to make any further payment of property rates as they feel neglected by authorities. Flood situations in the areas keep getting worse, but there's still no sign of hope. Akwesiado has more in this report.
Rushing water from the Tuba Broadcasting and Aplaku Hills gashes into their homes and floods it anytime it rains. Very often, the situation becomes life-threatening. Several personal belongings of residents have already been lost. It's been 2 weeks after a heavy downpour, but work is still being done at the residence of Felix Abuaje, a former Black Stars player. His house is in ruins as sealed deposits are still being cleared. His fence walls have broken for the second time and reconstruction works have begun. For his personal belongings, including electronics and some memorable photographs, virtually nothing was salvaged. His swimming pool is full of toads and may take several cities to put his mansion back into shape. His colleague, who also lives a few meters away from Abuaje's residence, Ofori, is also in a similar situation. The consistent flooding has caused some foreigners who rented a portion of his mansion to evacuate with a demand for refund of the advance rent payment.
Say over 3-4 years ni every time be an show better na abebu ye wo papa we bu no dia na ebu me dia na ababe wura last week no na nsuo kese toye na ebebu wo no na awura me dem nyam nya se bibia se wo hwa nyam nyina na ase no apagya me ka ekwa hye nyam sumi mpum na wo kɔ me ho na bibia ase na ye ti kromu ha na embwa bia entumi mba na ye niama esei.
The flooding situation in the area has prevailed for several years and growing from bad to worse. Residents are always in a cycle of replacing their personal belongings and reconstructing their walls and septic tanks. Recently, members mobilized to give roads in the area a facelift, but the floods have put them back into a more poorer state. These residents are disappointed in authorities as the construction of a storm drain to help solve the problem has been stalled. Residents say there has not been the presence of any state or local authority official weeks after a similar disaster occurred as a result of a heavy downpour. They say until the construction of the storm drain, which would help bring the situation under control, is completed, they will stay away from paying any form of levy, including property rate, to the South Municipal Assembly. Here are some members of the Residents Association speaking to the news team.
The main challenge is the uncompleted storm drain that ends just here, almost direct to my gate. Anytime it rains, the whole place floods, and that is the challenge. Any little rain from the top of the mountain, we are always in trouble.
So when it starts to rain, whenever I see that there's been changes in the sky, I'll be praying to stop. The way the thing happened, if you were here, all the children were crying. And I was trying to console them. It will be okay. God is on our side. And fortunately,